Throw it in there. Slippery, slidey, slidey, slide. Soapy, fishy fish. Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Heat 2! And in this episode of our season with Kyle Larson's number 42 Credit One Bank Chevrolet, we're going to be completing race 27 of 36, which is going to take place at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the New England 300, which is also the second race of the round of 16. Yesterday, in the previous episode, we raced at Chicagoland Speedway. And if you look right here, that was our 9th consecutive top 10 finish, and also our 7th win of the season. We went into that race, won the first, second, and final stage, and locked ourselves into the next round. So, going into New Hampshire, we can be the noobiest of all muggles in this freaking magic mile, and still be fine. Though I would like to go out there and see if I can win both the first and second stages so I can get playoff points, which is something that you would figure. And we had Joey Logano finishing behind me. Casey Kane finished really well, so that's helping him get through the playoffs. I never really took the time to see where Casey Kane is. He's in 10th place, so I think he might have been below the cut line before we did the Chicagoland race. I don't remember. I know Denny Hamlin's below the cut line, and now he's in 12th. He's just hanging on right there. But, yeah, things are getting switched about in there. These drivers are getting more competent in the playoffs, and drivers that were good during the regular season, they're not trying that hard anymore. It's just weird. I mean, I remember watching Martrex Jr. He was right behind me at the final restart because we had a caution for God knows what, and he just dropped back and finished in freaking 10th place, I think it was, something like that. It was just weird because he was right there, and then he just disappeared all of a sudden, just as soon as the restart started. But let's go to New Hampshire and just try to win the stages, I guess, because it doesn't really matter how well we do. We're locked in. I think this game cares just about as much as I do that I finish well in this race as it would with, you know, the freaking NASCAR Heat 2 t-shirt that I've been wearing in freaking every episode since I realized that it was giving me better luck. So let's go in here, go into qualifying. I think what I want to do first is switch into that custom race setup that I created, go into garage, and as a matter of fact, it's not there, so I guess it's something that I made during the last race. It's not already there, but basically it's just a wedge adjustment where I drop the freaking wedge down to like 48.5. Let's get out of here, and I would like to also make a tire pressure adjustment as well to the front tires. We'll drop these down by 2 psi in full, and we'll do the same thing with this one right here, and I think that's 2 psi for both the left and right front tires. Let's get out of there, save setup, and let's, of course, go into qualifying. On fresh tires, this car loves to turn, which is something kind of unusual with this game, even for a track like this. But on worn tires, I'm willing to bet it'll consider turning, but it sure as hell I can just flat out say, okay, I'll turn if you want me to. And yeah, it's very definite on turning whenever it comes to this setup right now. The 48.5 wedge and the fully 2 dropped PSI. I'm trying to find out how to say it correctly. I think we're all set up for a really good qualifying lap time. I think last time we came here we got a really good start, like 21st or something like that. So what are we going to get this time? These adjustments. 19th! That is in the top half of the field. When is the last time I started in the top half of the field in this championship? I don't even remember. I don't even know if we actually have, but that's on the inside line, so we're setting ourselves up to finish really well in this race, though I don't think so because Tyler always kills me at this track. Kevin Harvick on pole, Joey Logano on the outside of him. That's actually the second time Joey Logano is starting on the outside of pole during the playoffs because he did it at Chicagoland yesterday as well. Martin Truex Jr. is not starting in the top 10. He's actually starting 20th behind me, or to my right, but dang, Truex, what are you doing? He was doing so freaking well throughout regular season. We go in here and he's starting in the freaking middle of the field. That's very disappointing. Also, yeah, this is a very late sunset race. I think it was a little earlier than this last time we came, but this seems a lot later. But I guess it works with the dark blue car we have right here. Green flag's out. We're underway for the first stage, which will be 8 laps. The first stage at Chicagoland was actually 9 laps in length, so this is definitely a much shorter race. As we're going into the first corner, my car has no freaking grip just yet, and we're not up to speed, so that was kind of nasty. I actually lost the inside lane because the car was so lacking on grip right there, but we'll be okay. I know that much. I'm not that concerned about it at all. Oh my god, look what this wedge is doing to me. Maybe I shouldn't have put it on 48.5. Maybe it's only good like that if you just have worn tires. I remember last time I came here, came to a freaking restart, and I spun the damn race car. The car was so freaking loose. So, we're probably not going to be making passes on the outside, but damn, this car isn't turning up here because I need the inside to make the corner just the way I want to. We're getting the run off, so I guess that's nice. Trying not to hit Almodal up here. Please acknowledge my existence, man. I would love that. Okay, throw it into the middle, not all the way to the outside lane. I'm going to go underneath Dale and Regina right here. I forget that they get off the throttle and hit the brakes coming off of the corners. They do it in turn 2 and turn 4. So that's where I have my advantages if I'm on more tires, to be honest. I can follow it up at the last second. Okay, well, I'm handling this really loose race car, but I'd rather have a loose race car than that tight race car you get on worn tires. So this is not going to last that long. These stages kind of flying by. Finally to the inside, if you ask me, so that's good. It's just not run over Clint Boyer. Kind of do. The back of his car kind of forced me off the racetrack, if you ask me, because we got there and it's like the freaking car just threw us up the inside because we touched the back of his. I don't know about winning the first stage. I know that we finished really close to, I think we got second last time we came to this track in the first stage, and I don't know if we actually ever won one though. I just can't remember because I have it confused with the practice race that I did before that last New Hampshire race. This is definitely a lot later in the day than the first New Hampshire race was. I can tell just thinking about it. Even if I didn't watch that video recently, I can just tell looking at it, to be honest. It's very obvious to me. We're in 9th place, and we're already halfway through with the first stage, but yeah, I don't think a win is possible because the loose race car is actually harder to drive than I was expecting. I thought it was making things easier, but not really. Please tell me Tyler is going to be it's going to make this more of a long run car. Ever since I got this game, there's no such thing as a long run car in New Hampshire, but maybe with a setup like this, it kind of will be. Who knows? Maybe I'm doubting myself. Maybe now that I'm at the bottom lane, I can make up positions easier and it's possible we could win this stage. They're way over there, so still seems impossible to me, but I might be kidding myself. God, I'm getting close to this freaking outside wall because whenever you're going down a straightaway and you're not turning, the car automatically veers off to the right. A really good exit to turn 2. We're gaining on Kurt Busch, so that's nice. If I could somehow manage to finish in the top 5 in this video, that would blow my mind because that seemed completely impossible last time I came to this track, and I'm not even driving this track the way it wants to be driven. Oh well. 2 laps to go this time by, and Brad Keselowski seems to be out of reach. And 2 laps later, we weren't able to catch him. And we closed in a little bit, but it definitely wasn't enough to actually make that pass ever happen. So yeah, finished 4th place in the first stage. We give us stage points for that, which is really just points to help you through the playoffs, but it's not actual playoff points. It's just your regular points. It's like we have 2 different kinds of points. It's so stupid. Surprisingly, no one's taking pit stops after that first stage. I think the same thing happened last time we came here. But yeah, this car was starting to lacking in what I need, the grip that I would like to have just so I can actually make passes happen. We're all grouped together now, so it's possible in the second stage I could pass these guys and lead some laps. I don't even remember. Do you get points for leading laps in NASCAR anymore? Because I don't remember that being a thing. But try to pass Keselowski, Johnson, and Kevin Harvick as we start off this second stage. But I think Tyler is going to make me start dropping back again. It's just, I really hope that after this stage is over, whenever I take my pit stop, I really don't lose that many positions because I would like to remain confident for the rest of the race. Whoa, whoa, dive underneath Kevin Harvick. Oh my God, I wasn't expecting him to slow down that early in the corner, and I was trying to clear Daniel Suarez so I could make it happen, but somehow managed to not wreck anybody. Could have rear-ended Keselowski, could have rear-ended Kevin Harvick, but no, that did not happen. I am freaking nuts, man. Damn it, Daniel Suarez, fuck you. Daniel Suarez was doing well at Chicago, now he's doing well at New Hampshire, so I guess Daniel Suarez is legitimately consistent. And this is weirding me out, man. Stop that. That's not realistic. Daniel Suarez is not exactly that good yet. Maybe he'll be in a few more years, because most rookies takes them like 3 years to get good at NASCAR now, as opposed to what it was back in the early days with the hot shots and shit. But no, Daniel Suarez, other drivers like Austin Dillon, it's taken a while for him to actually do well. Get going. And Chase Elliott, I mean, he was kind of good from the get-go. Then he started getting great, but he still can't win a freaking race. Chase Elliott would actually win races. People say, oh, he's a great driver because he wins races and he's always consistent. But these days he's just consistent. He doesn't win. So not that many people actually consider him great. And I'm trying to throw a slide job. This is the most dirt track slide job ever, and we're not on a dirt track. But I think New Hampshire's the closest you can get to a dirt track when it comes to the actual Cup Series. They should, like, make New Hampshire an actual dirt track in the Cup Series. I mean, that sounds fucking nuts because of the splitter and how low the cars are to the ground, but who knows? They could change that someday, and we could find ourselves a dirt race at New Hampshire in the Cup Series. Everybody would go to it. It'd probably get higher attendance than Eldora, just considering how freaking concept the idea is. How much of a concept it is, I don't know. Like, concept album or a concept car, that's the thought I'm trying to put out there. It's so nutty, but it seems like such a great idea at the same time. Okay, we're lacking slide grip into the corners now, but we've held it this long, so we can still get a top 10 and some stage points here. And I know I get the run off. I'll try to clear Eric Jones going into turn 3 if I can. Not like being this high up, but throw it in there. Slippery, slidey, slidey, slide. Soapy, fishy fish. My commentary, man, oh my god. I was honestly expecting Eric Jones to get on the throttle, hit the brakes like they do as they come off the corners, but no, that didn't happen, so we've fallen back to third officially here. No, you don't. Who's that? Kurt Busch behind me? Or no, that's Kyle Busch. See the red. It's actually Kyle Busch. I'm so confused. Yeah. I guess it's easier to take advantage of the corners and the other drivers here, but at the same time, it's like I slide in the corners so freaking hard sometimes that I lose the bottom completely. This is such a sloppy race for me, but I don't know if I'm running this race better than I did last time we came here. I guess in the long run, this setup does help me out, but it's still very, very impossible to win at this track on this difficulty, and even a different race league could probably make this track impossible, in my opinion. I don't know when What If raced at this track and actually won. And it was always competent and difficult, but I don't know what kind of tire settings he had whenever you race at this track. No, you don't, Logano. I'm trying to hold the brakes and stay on the inside to keep him from making the pass, but yeah, I'm just not doing it right. I held the brakes a little longer, I'd have been fine. It's like it's very hard to actually get that turning grip. It's like I slide in the corner and I can't stop sliding. As I'm doing right now, it's like I just can't stop sliding. No. David Reagan. Hi, David Reagan. What the hell are you doing in 8th place right now? Okay, I can still get back to Keselowski and get 6th place finish in this first stage right here. Trying to go the same speed as he is in the corner so I can keep him beside me and get that run off and not let him finish the pass. Boop, 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 boopity boop, titty tits. I don't know. Stupid commentary as usual. No. You are not finishing this pass. No. I got David Reagan behind me. Dang it, David Reagan. No. I'm trying to keep David Reagan finishing the pass. Keep Keselowski from finishing the pass as well. Well, keep David Reagan from starting the pass. And there we go. We got him behind me. And I am trying over here. Trying to make this corner one more freaking time. Oh my goodness. No, you don't. And we got people coming up on the outside. I think that's David Reagan again. No, that's Ryan Newman. No, you don't. Oh my god, what the hell's going on over there? Okay, I got 6th place. What was that? We had people crashing to the inside wall and smoke all over the place. I noticed down the back stretch that they're all lined up, like single file way down at the bottom of the racetrack, doing some funky shit. But yeah, that definitely calls for 2 cans of fuel and 4 tires. No repairs damage because I really don't have that much. I'm just going to turn up the wedge to 49% because I think 48.5% is just a little too much. And I think the tire pressure is going to keep it from being too bad if I turn it back up again a little bit. And we keep it in 6th place. So we've got the opportunity to lead some laps, even though I'm assuming that leading laps isn't that valuable in NASCAR anymore. So we got some more stage points. We got a good bit of stage points in the first and second stage. But on fresh tires for the moment, we should be able to get to the lead, but we're definitely not going to be able to keep it because you know how worn tires are. This car should not drive that different. It should just be easier to hold the inside line on worn tires. It won't slide so much. It's not going to be that willing to turn at the same time. It's never that willing to turn on worn tires. Throwing it into turn 3, a bit underneath Kevin Harvick. He's going to slow up in the middle of the corner. Try getting underneath him. We're going to rub up against Kyle Busch in 2nd place as we finish the first lap of the final stage. We got 17 laps. I'd say after about 10 laps, this car is going to start really pushing through the corners, and I don't know. I don't think winning this race is possible. I'll have to do some NASCAR Thunder 2004 career mode levels of blocking to actually pull it off. Well, you just wait. I started my career mode in NASCAR Thunder 2004 earlier this week. You're going to see some crazy freaking blocking to maintain position on the inside line throughout them races, especially places like maybe Bristol, Dover, any track where the inside line is very important. Okay, oh my goodness. To be honest, there's some tracks in NASCAR Thunder 2004 where I find myself actually being more competent than others just because I'm more aggressive and a little dirty, like Martinsville. In my rookie season of career mode in past years, off screen and everything, off camera, whatever you want to call it, I've actually managed to get top 10s and stuff just in my rookie season at that track because of how dirty and aggressive I am. I've been making all kinds of crazy power slides in the past 10 laps or so, in the best attempt I can to keep this lead, but at this point, they've been gaining on me in the corners and off the corners because it takes so long to get a grip. And shifting to third gear has not even saved me in some cases now. It's kind of all depends on how slow you go from the middle of the corner to decide whether or not you get into third gear, but I can still throw it in the corner and take advantage of these guys right here, like drag the brakes a little bit, push into Kevin Harvick. I had to force the car to the right, but in the end you can never dump somebody in this freaking game. It's so weird. You barely touch me dumping, but if you force yourself into him, that doesn't happen. It was kind of demonstrating like the best opportunity to possibly get back that position, but really nothing I can do at this point. Kevin Harvick's going to start pulling away. But yeah, it's starting to get all slippery. The car's willing to turn if I get down to the right speed, but it's not nearly as bad as it was last time, and the field has really spread out. I was pulling away a little bit every now and then, get pushed back by an imperfect corner. Underneath Kyle Busch, trying to not start dragging the brakes a little too much more than I need to. Okay, you're going to stay behind me. I'm going to have second place right now. For all I know, I can catch back up to Kevin Harvick and take the lead again, but I have to be perfect on how much I slide into the corner and when I back down to third gear if I can. I'm trying. I know they slow down off the corner right there. Kind of bumped into his front end, but we're getting really close to the end of this race. We're in second place. This is literally the best New Hampshire race I have ever run in this game, and I can't believe my consistency right now, finishing in the top 5 in every race of the playoffs apparently, because I know we're getting that really soon. There's just no way I'm going to be able to catch back to Kevin Harvick. He's really sustained tire. He didn't really use up his tires like I did. I was trying to play with the lead, and really I couldn't really do that. It's like the clean air was not enough for me to pull away as you would with other tracks, and these guys, they just save their tires until the end and they get past you. I'm going to try to hold off Kurt Busch for a little longer and finish in second place, but I would take third place because you think about it, we did the same thing at Richmond. We finished much better in the second race than we did in the first one, and that was in third place after finishing in fifth. So finishing ninth place in this race last time and then coming back later in the day for this late sunset race right here and finishing even better, that really does amaze me. So just trying to stay at the bottom in the corners, and my car ain't wanting to. And Kurt Busch, he ain't getting the amount of grip that he wants to through corners either, to be honest. You can see him go all the way to the outside and then dive to the inside, but not be able to get to me. Okay, now 1.5 laps to go. Kevin Harvick's got this one all locked up, to be honest. Don't slide too much in the corner, JC. You can do this. Turn down, turn down, turn down. I can't believe I'm actually in second place right now, and also I'm actually holding up Kyle Busch, which is allowing the field to catch up to all of us, so this could get bad. Let's get on the brakes early. Oh my goodness, that slide. I've had enough slides for this weekend, to be honest. I went to the water park, Blue Bayou in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, this weekend as I'm recording this. The plans were originally to go to Schlitterbahn, which is in Galveston, Texas, but Blue Bayou's closer and it's still pretty amazing. Went there with my girlfriend, and yeah, I was there at the water park for 7 hours and had a really fantastic time. So the field's caught up to us. No, you don't. Oh God, no, the wall, it hurt me, and I lose everything that I just worked for. Get going, car, get going. And now everybody's bouncing off me. We finished in 16th. Stupid fucking Blue Bayou water park. Kevin Harvick wins. I finished in 16th. Kyle Busch finished in 10th place, not second or third. I'm over here doing the best I can, using every part of my car to possibly hold him back. And I was doing it. But once I pushed myself up against him so that he wouldn't finish the pass, it kept going, and it pushed him to the wall. We bounced off, freaking ricocheted, and everything just got completely slaughtered. I was so close to finishing in second place. I know I'm locked into the next round. I know! But I just lost everything. Fuck this stupid track that I love so much. Fuck it. Just fuck it. I didn't get any playoff points in this race. Kevin Harvick, he won the first, second stage, and the final stage. Did the same thing that I did whenever we went to Chicagoland, and he locks himself in the next round. That could have gone better. A lot better. Ran the fastest lap. That surprised me. It had to be fresh tires. 30.79 seconds. And of course, Kevin Harvick dominated this race. He led 31 laps. Yeah, whenever I wasn't leading, he was. And to be honest, I was only leading throughout a little bit of the final stage. And A.J. Allmendinger started 28th, finished in 4th, so he was making up the positions. And tough break goes to Matt DiBenedetto. Start 15th and finish 29th. Also, I was attempting to go into the replay and make the thumbnail, and I'll press the X button, so I skipped over the replay entirely. So now I have to go fishing for some horrible, ugly thumbnail from the freaking third-person camera angle. You know what? Who cares if it's a bad thumbnail for New Hampshire? Who cares if I choke go second place away and finish in 16th? Nobody likes New Hampshire anyway. It's a boring racetrack in reality, but nobody keeps track of the fact that it's a good racetrack in the video games with really entertaining racing. It doesn't even matter because I'm locked into the next round. I went in here hoping that I could win the first stage and the second stage. Instead, I threw in some setup that made the car hard to drive on fresh tires, so we really didn't accomplish anything in this episode. I am so dumb it is a meme! I'll see you guys next weekend whenever we go to Dover International Speedway, the Monster Mile, to get completely raped, even though we had the most entertaining race of the entire season last time we went to Dover. I'm not looking forward to that next weekend. Then we got Charlotte, one of my good tracks, the first race of the round of 12. That's also next weekend. So, yeah, I don't know which one's better, this weekend or what could happen next weekend, but if we have another race at Dover like we did earlier on this season, then yeah, it could definitely be a better race, or a better race weekend. That's what I'm trying to say. I suck. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.